Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane Master of Propaganda, Heroes Reich, Defender of the Fatherland, here to deliver unto your eyes another episode, a 2 vs 2 in the ruins of Lorraine, somewhere close to the German border, which was subjected to a German assault during, well, was close to being subjected to it, I believe, during the fighting of Operation Nordwind, which was a sort of follow-up operation to Operation Herbstnebel, which was the actual name for the German attack in the Ardennes. Operation Wacht am Rhein was basically just a sort of deception name for the whole planning bit and getting it all ready. Okay, let's get ready to a running start. Who shall be fighting? And right here we're seeing TehKidderist. And where says TehKidderist, there is his helpful friend, Helpinghans. And indeed, Helpinghans is there to help. And combine these two chaps make the let's just say 2nd Armored Division. Opposing them shall be, well, some Germans, yes indeed. No, it's going to be Luckystilet and Notakatomo, who we have been seeing fighting against Devim. Although he was actually American there. Nonetheless, he's apparently probably going to be a rather stout 2 vs 2 player. And I had this, my apologies right there, that was quite rude of me, but actually had this game lying about for a bit of a while, but I actually forgot about it. Then I remember it. We are seeing some pioneers going out there and there. I mean, sort of the usual stuff. Of course, the question is, what would these two Wehrmacht chaps be doing, and what should our American friends be doing? We are seeing a dual barrack start. That's what I like to see from the Americans. That means, of course, they can be a bit more aggressive and they don't have to worry so much about the other one and having to support the other chap directly as such. You know, with actual infantry, that they have both infantry. Engineers still opening up with some pioneers running towards the house. Running, opening up. Sprinting towards the windows, bursting the open, down, fire on the pine. Hang on. Apparently they can only fire out of one window. That's a bit silly. Or perhaps the other chap just got lost. Helmut, where are you? I'm up here, Fritz. Oh, well, we are seeing Rifleman joining in now. We are seeing an MG42 moving in from a Luckystilet, and we're seeing an MG42 coming out from Notakatomo. So far, no infantry for the Wehrmacht. The 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division Götz von Berlichingen, which was actually one of the few sort of armored divisions which actually really sort of took part in the assault. I believe also the 21st Panzer Division was part of it, and later on the 10th SS was sort of put into support as well, although quickly pulled out to sort of sort things out on the Eastern Front as the Soviets were attacking. Engineers flanking the MG42, taking up position in this old, I don't know, shed or house. Forcing the MG42 away, Rifleman getting pinned down. Pioneers charging out, those unfortunate souls. And in the north, Helpinghans is fighting a dangerous fight. We are seeing some barbed wire going up for Notakatomo, being a bit bold there. MG getting flanked, running into the House of God. Apparently one of the gunners used to be a pastor and is now ready to deliver the sermon of the Third Reich in the form of lead verse.
Enemy units.
And oh dear, the pioneers were cut down. That was less fortunate. Duel between the MG42 and some rifle in this building. Whoever shall win, not sure, but TehKidderist is looking a bit better off than currently Helpinghans is, although Helpinghans is securing the center. Lots of riflemen there. No riflemen so far being sent towards the north. Volksgrenadiers moving in there. Will there be Volksgrenadiers moving towards the south? No Luckystilet so far, relying mostly on support units and a bike. And I do mean a motorcycle, not, you know, a actual bike. It seems like Notakatomo being a bit cautious, not wanting to enter the lair of the Helpinghans. And this MG is going to get a bit attacked from other sides. Oh dear, pioneers going down. Bike getting charged. Oh dear, however shall this go? Riflemen are suppressed, but not before the bike is lost. It's on fire. It's a little bonfire now for poor Wehrmacht soldiers to warm themselves at. It looks like Helpinghans is getting ready to make a helping flank. So far the center is theirs, although Notakatomo is now inching forwards with MGs and Volksgrenadiers, laying down more barbed wire, really trying to sort of limit the maneuverability of the allies of the 4th Armored Division. Did I say that? Well, let's just say it's that then. Sometimes a lot of things go through my head and then I sort of forget little details. So yeah, there we go. My apologies. MG's opening up now on the riflemen. Stopping those right in their tracks. Also a fun fact about the 17th SS, by this stage of the war, there was actually some serious doubts about whether actually to bother equipping the division, or if it wasn't better, to send all the troops and the equipment they were getting off to some other division, which was slightly more competent. There were some serious doubts about whether the fighting ability of the 17th SS actually. Slight little fun detail there. They were also pretty much the only SS units to only fight on the Western Front as far as I'm aware. So that's also a fun little fact there. MGs galore right here in these buildings. Some sending up to stop the rifle, and others not quite as much. And these rifle... No, that's actually Volksgrenadiers, never mind. Somehow I mistook Volksgrenadiers for riflemen. I mean, no, it's not really easy to make that mistake, I suppose. But really, it's not a really good start for the Wehrmacht. They are rather penned in. Again, this sort of infantry lack from Luckystilet is rather making it a bit hard for him to make any sort of decent push. And BARs are now out for Helpinghans. In fact, let's go look at our friend Helpinghans. MG taking heavy losses. BARs blasting away from the postal office. Special delivery. And Volksgrenadiers getting gunned down out in the open. Of course, if he could get blitzkrieg and get an assault off, he might be able to break through, of course. Or at least temporarily force him out, but so far that does not seem to be the case. We're seeing several snipers now out for Luckystilet to sort of try and blade the TehKidderist in that way. Running then into a house right in front of the snipers. Not necessarily the best of ideas. And there we go, full retreat. Not quite fancying all those snipers, which I cannot blame him for. Making an assault right here. More often breaking in, though. They are going to get a barbed wire surprise. It looks like these Volksgrenadiers might actually end up losing this fight despite the support of the Pioneers and the MG42 firing from the corner building. Yes, indeed, Volksgrenadier team down for Notakatomo. The 17th SS troops are not doing too well in this stage of the fight. More MGs. Riflemen getting sniped. No efforts down here though, and looks like some Pioneer engineers are breaking through in the north with minesweepers just in case Notakatomo hadn't mined the area. Good Forsyth bunker going up for Notakatomo. Probably going to be a medic bunker trying to sort of help the attrition problem and get himself some proper SS Grenadiers instead of SS Volksgrenadiers, I suppose you'd call them. Although in this case more likely just very well trained recruits. And right from right there are a bit of a shooting gallery. Heavy losses to the snipers. Snipers pushing forwards. So the center could temporarily be theirs, although more riflemen moving in. We're also seeing a weapon support center going up for TehKidderist. Trier center right there to sort of provide assistance for all. Again, both players. Again, good teamwork. We like to see that. No point in both building a Trier center, you know. Why not only build one? And Helpinghans in the meanwhile going straight for the armored cars, hoping to effect a breakthrough. Kriegberg's going up for Notakatomo. So we might be expecting a pack, I suppose. Snipers on the hunt. Volksgrenadiers also on that spit. Engineers might end up in trouble. And MG42 in the south in a lot of trouble. Flamethrower engineers give up the chase. It would seem like letting the MG escape. And there we go, small engagement in the north. Engineers are quickly rushed off the point. And there we go, medic bunker up. Germans slowly stabilizing things thanks to the aid of the snipers. Although the armored car, which could be coming, might change things a bit up. A medic station would be a good thing for the Americans as well, although we're not seeing anything like that so far. Of course, let's see if the bunker for Notakatomo does anything for him. And then meanwhile, let's speed this up. It is going to be a slightly longer game. Sniper opening up on the rifleman. Volksgrenadiers firing away with glee. More sniper shots. Riflemen moving in from the south, gunning down a Pioneer team in cold blood. I'm about to say cold blood. That's not quite functional English. And there go riflemen taking heavy losses, running into snipers. MG fire. On their own, they were trying to flank. Instead, they got, oh dear, mutilated. And Luckystilet not even cloaking his snipers, just letting them fire unhindered, which actually ensures a slightly higher rate of fire, I believe. Riflemen, though, are not doing too well either. We are seeing a bit of action here from TehKidderist, but apparently he's deciding otherwise. And we are seeing some artillery from Helpinghans. He has gone for infantry. Might try to effectuate something decent against the German positions, against the Schwerpunkt so far, which seems to be hinging on these two buildings. And looks like a Pack 38 is ready for Notakatomo. And looks like, well, wait a minute. Helpinghans has gone for an anti-tank gun. That seems a bit odd, I must admit, considering they've had most of the map for quite some time. But apparently Helpinghans is feeling a bit unsure. And there we go, sniper from TehKidderist, although he gave himself away. And I do believe, yes indeed, artillery right on the Volkskriegs and the MG. Sniper MG opening up there. Dual snipers from Mr. Luckystilet, and apparently the TehKidderist is hoping to sort of lure them out. But he can't quite get them, it seems like. Nothing going on too well there, and let's go have a look at Luckystilet, who has not made a doctrinal choice. He apparently does not feel lucky enough. And meanwhile, Helpinghans getting ready for another push towards the center, anti-tank uncovering just in case some crowd armor burst through everything. And we are in fact now seeing a Sturm armory up, so it might be a valid choice. Actually, a bit of foresight there. And now Pioneers are tank trapping off the northern approach, ensuring that no armor could break through here and ruin the day of the 17th. Which I suppose is a fair enough decision. Bike now coming out for Notakatomo, who's actually getting several packs just in case again the Allies decide to rush for armor, which I don't think they really will be doing for. Never mind. Silly Dane, of course Helpinghans is going to rush for armor. Apparently using the anti-tank and sort of more to prop things up until he can get some armor of some sort. And snipers are called out in the open, but the MG42 saves the day. Snipers run into the building. Immediately opens up. Let's now hope some sort of artillery gets called in there. Rather than charging in, if only they had a grenade, they could lob it through the window. Snipers evacuating the building. And artillery actually gets called in. Snipers are quickly retreated out of there. Both survive. The only casualty seems to be a medic, who takes quite the ride. Though the building does collapse, thus denying it for any further use to the Wehrmacht. Americans once more pushing in, they're not giving up at all. Sniping up themselves at the MGs, although another MG has arrived from Notakatomo now. Armor car blasts in from Luckystilet, firing down on the right, and who has gotten a grenade actually. The TehKidderist has gone for grenades, doing quite a bit of damage to the MG. And another push from Notakatomo in the north, more MG and Volksgrenadiers. Flamethrowers taking up position in the postal office. And riflemen lumbering forth in an attempt to attack and stabilize the situation. Although again I would like to see some sort of movement towards the north, something a bit more dedicated again, thus forcing the Wehrmacht to sort of spread out, rather than again allowing them to basically focus everything they have in the center. Looks like a Nebelwerfer has arrived for the 17th SS to bombard their evil enemies. Also a fun fact about Nordwind, most of the units actually sort of gave into it were essentially Volksgrenadier divisions. There were also the 17th SS, the 21st. Later on they did get access to a SS Gebirgsjäger division, that was the Division Nord, which had arrived from Norway, when actually in a pretty good condition. And then there was the 10th SS, which sort of had a quick slip in, took a bunch of American tanks, and then rushed off to the eastern front. Volksgrenadiers are moving in. We are seeing for the Fatherland up. Notakatomo has gone defensive. And I do believe Mr. Luckystilet has gone for terror. But MP40 equipped Volksgrenadiers hold the line, storming forwards. Armor car moving into the mess as well. Anti-tank gun doesn't really seem to hit, actually. Another attempt at a breakthrough right here by Helpinghans seems to be deterred by courageous Volksgrenadier fire with veterancy 2 and an armored car. Luckystilet so far only bombing one rank of veterancy for his support units. Might be an idea to get perhaps another one, or perhaps something else, perhaps something for the vehicles. And tank destroyers arrive from the TehKidderist. Helpinghans does have the tank depot, but no, wait, he's getting something now. Stop doing that, Helpinghans. You're making me look silly. Always rather than moving towards the north bank, going down for Notakatomo in an attempt to sort of again prevent penetrations. Although technically, you could sneak about here. Cut the wire, sneak up through here, flank about, and then, for example, lay down a demolition charge. Although not everyone does use demo charges, it's a bit of a sad fact. Could in fact also be used to actually clear out the tank traps. You know, demo charge, then break through with some armor, and again break through here. Thus again, sort of forcing Notakatomo to spread out his forces a bit further, which again would put more drain on him. And again, really, there seems to be this sort of major strategic error so far again from the Allies. They're not really trying to sort of spread out the Axis players, and the Axis players are basically sort of, you know, just mulling about until they can sort of really effectuate a breakthrough with sufficient forces. Volkswagen from Engines arrive and firing from the house. And again, only one window being usable. I mean, is the other windows, other rooms sort of been bricked off? Was it haunted by a World War I ghost? I'm not sure. But they can't use that. More riflemen arriving, they're open up all the Volksgrenadiers. Tank destroyer moving in, but it's, oh dear, it might have been actually a better choice to sort of continue through here, then break through the barbed wire, thus also opening up for riflemen to break through here. Again, there doesn't seem to be quite the breakthrough mentality at the Allies. Grenadiers out from Notakatomo now. Apparently he trains them, actually. He's training more Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks, also known as the Panzerbüchse. Something. Can't remember the specific details. But again, he has scorn defensive. He's sort of going to be the sort of one to absorb most of the blows, I suppose. But again, it's also rather mean they're going to have a harder time breaking through. And there we go. Sherman from Helpinghans, but again, tank traps blocking the way. Of course, we might get a crocodile with some dozer blades and break through. Of course, get some engineers, get some demo charges up, sort it out. And Helpinghans moving in against the MG, burning it out. MG, in fact, does get burned out. Another bunker up here, a repair bunker for Luckystilet. And a Sturmgeschütz has arrived. The 17th SS relying on more Stuks. Although I can't remember what it actually had in its one Panzer Abteilung or Panzer Battalion during Operation Nordwind. It might actually just have been Stuks. It could also have been some Jagdpanzers and a combination of other bits.
The enemy advances.
Engineers are getting suppressed, though again the building quickly being recruited. Volksgrenadiers and Grenadiers moving towards the center. Anti-tank gun quite exposed. If the Grenadiers would win against that. No, Helpinghans is quick to pull it out. Sherman, yes, indeed, is trying a breakthrough there, while Engineers moving up north. No, riflemen are. And there we go. Sherman opening up, 50 caliber and main gun firing at that naughty armored car. In the meanwhile, Sturmgeschütz from Luckystilet moving about in the south. Not entirely sure what he's hoping to pull off there. And a Grenadier gets hit. Note, Veteran C2 does nothing against the main gun of a Sherman. It does not make them harder to hit or take less damage. They're just going to die. Oh wait, perhaps they do get a bit harder to hit, but either way, doesn't help with damage though. And looks like Helpinghans has gone for the howitzer. It's going to be bombarding now, certainly going to keep up the pressure on the Wehrmacht. But again, I would like to see a demo chance to sort of sort this out. But again, allow for a breakthrough. Again, would allow for chaos in the Axis lines. Sturmgeschütz moving forwards. Smoke to cover the center. Clever little Kidderist. Clever. It looks like the Axis are going for both victory points. MG42 taking up position in this old, I'm not entirely sure what you call it, a bakery perhaps, or I can't see what's written. Let's just assume it's a bakery. There seems to be a creperie, some cafe next to it. So I suppose it wouldn't be a bad idea. The Wehrmacht unit gets lost. Probably some pioneers or some Volksgrenadiers. But Stuks moving in, no veterancy for the Sturmgeschütz for Luckystilet. Those Sherman does pull out. And of course, in this case, the tank traps actually serve as a barrier to the Sturmgeschütz as well. So that's also a bit to the advantage of Helpinghans.
300 points left.
More Nebelwerfer fire, a small battery of them in fact. No attempt from Helpinghans to perhaps deliver some counter battery fire on those Nebelwerfers. Could be of quite help. Assault going through the center again, getting stopped though by the Nebelwerfers. Heavy machine gun setting up to provide a bit of covering fire. Actually, looks like TehKidderist is also the Stealerist, who stole an MG42 from the Wehrmacht and he got away with it. And some Grenadiers sneaking in with a Panzergrenadier. Artillery pelting the central area, not quite hitting anything except what remains of the cemetery. Sherman getting repaired, Grenadiers moving in. Bit passiveness. And looks like the Sturmgeschütz is coming. Some pioneers moving in towards the south. The 17th SS doing sort of alright. Well, let's return to TehKidderist, aka the Stealerist, aka Helpful Hans' friend. Grenadiers are moving in against the Sherman, using heavy cover. In fact, I believe might even be using the tank traps a bit. No, that's the stone wall there. It's roadblocks which can actually provide some heavy cover. Slight detail there. Sometimes for some reason my mind likes to think that tank traps can also do that. And there we go, tank destroyer moving in against the Stug in the south. And let's see if we can actually manage to flank it. That would be good. That would certainly mean the end of the Stug. Stug, they're pulling back on the rope. There we go. M10 speeding faster than the Stug can actually keep up. And there we go, getting flanked. And then the M10 misses. That takes a special kind of gunner, I'd argue. And he has gone for armor. He's gone for Allied War Machine. So obviously we know he's going to go for the Calliope. He's one of those people. Stug does go down. Artillery does get called in on the Nebelwerfers. A bit of counter artillery. It looks like the Nebelwerfers managed to dodge it. Still no further real breakthroughs in the North. Grenadiers still proving to be a nuisance. Americans still hold the center, but that's about it. Just barely holding on by the edge of their somethings. Skin of their teeth, although I never quite like that analogy or metaphor.
Calliope rocket battery available.
More counter artillery on the Nebelwerfers, in this case actually knocking out one. Much better. Going to make things a lot harder for the Wehrmacht to support their pushes, armored or infantry. It looks like still no veterancy for the Sturmgeschütz. I'm still a bit surprised. Seems a bit odd, a bit wasteful. But there we go, Sturmgeschütz moving in, heading towards the rifle in the south. And a slight attack here in the north. Slight probing, in fact. Looks like something's going on here with the TehKidderist. They could, in fact, be directly charging at the Nebelwerfer, because note, I mean, the bunkers at the base don't quite cover this area, so in fact, someone could charge, and there we go. Nebelwerfer does feel threatened and is pulled out. Anti-tank could be sorted out as well. In fact, all of this could be reasonably dealt with. Medic bunker is also reasonably safe, it looks like. It looks like a small fight is going on here in the south. Sturmgeschütz holding off the tank destroyer tide. One rifleman pushing up here, getting stopped by MG fire though. And armored car fire. Even some grenadiers though, they're not looking too good. Snipers joining in.
Enemy unit down.
And one Sturmgeschütz does go down, gaining veterans 1-for-1 of the Lorraines. And we are seeing Allied War Machine, although I might recommend getting that veterans tank destroyer out of there. No point in wasting that. And lots of artillery again pelting the center. Nebelwerfer has been recruited, but probably not repaired. Oh my goodness, one shot. Both Nebelwerfers go down. Oh dear. And the Calliope has arrived, thus giving the Allies more artillery power. Thus clearly outgunning the Artillerie Batterie aus der 17th Panzergrenadier Division Götz von Bellichingen. And that was probably some Slightly rubbish pronunciation. Grenadiers marching towards us, NGMD 42 moving up. And the Stooks having secured the south move away. I'd still like to see some veterancy. In fact, it might be getting something there. And the medic bunker now getting hammered with American artillery. Good Yankee flying steel, I suppose. And TehKidderist on the move again. Covering the center. Grenadiers getting sniper rifle. Mortars moving up. Yes, indeed, of course, provide smoke cover and all that. I mean, it's really nice to see someone actually using smoke cover. It's such an underappreciated ability. Generally, smoke is. It should be used more. Even the smoke stuff for the Sherman, which, you know, can also provide a bit of help. But again, not much used. And looks like we are going to be seeing where the artillery is going to be next assault going to be take place. Calliope pointing in the direction. Rifleman, heavy machine gun, anti-tank gun. This is going to be it. This is the assault where the 4th Armored Division breaks through. Oh dear, they're clumping up a bit too closely here. Another Nebelwerfer from Luckystilet. Sturmgeschütz has finally received F-21. And Luckystilet is actually bothering with infantry. He's gotten some false grenadiers. That's nice to see, I suppose, but then absolutely no infantry. And right as they're moving into the thick of it, Calliope opens up, covering the retreat bit. Not stopping the Sturmgeschütz, though. More artillery going on here and there. Artillery everywhere. And an anti-tank gun on the flank of things. Nicely done. Helpinghans doing a bit of damage there, although heavy machine gun does get decrewed. Calliope needs to get out of there. Tank destroyer getting repaired. And a pack moving in to support there as well. More Sturmgeschütz. And the armored car is actually still alive. Tank destroyer doing a bit of damage. Still no attempt to really break through the barbed wire. And no attempt again to sort of push through. Instead, we are in fact seeing an MG42 on a raid for Notakatomo. And Luckystilet, actually, sorry. Full Sky is moving up, securing the heavy machine gun from the Americans. Actually taking it back. It's a matter of vengeance, honor. Still, I rather feel there's sort of a lack of mobility element in Helpinghans and TehKidderist's plans. Although something is going on here, though, getting immediately stopped by an MG42. Trying to knock out the pack, thus securing an armored push for Helpinghans. Didn't quite work out. And once more, the Nebelwerfer screams at the enemy lines. Sniper gaining veterancy free, and oh, the tragedy. He had just gained veterancy free. Ready to ride home to Mom and Pa. Back on the ranch. Hey, I just reached veterancy. Oh dear. He never got to ride it. Oh, the inhumanity. Grenadiers moving in against the riflemen. Looks like a BAR has been left under a bush for someone else to find, but apparently not the Wehrmacht. They're sort of blind. But looks like we're finally seeing a push here in this north. Tank destroyer moving in. Helpinghans going for the BAR, securing it, gaining a 3 for that team. And the M10 quickly pulling out once more for repairs. Rather seems a bit repetitive. Sherman could also be repaired and sent in. Perhaps also that other M10 which is somewhere. No? Apparently not. And he's actually floating a bit of resources, but we do have the answer. They don't have much population. I mean, the Axis have actually been able to break through with Nebelwerfer and Sturmgeschütz. Slowly pressure the Americans off. The Americans need something to break through, and we are seeing forced retreats, making things really unbearable for the 4th Armored Division that's trying to break through, and so far not really showing much armor. Also, in this stage, the Calliope would actually be appropriate. I suppose that's not all counting. I mean, it would also be appropriate for the Axis to have been able to coordinate a Jagdtiger, as the Jagdtiger actually saw battle during Operation Nordwind. It didn't do well, though. I mean, there's a picture of one which got hit in the armor. Or the ammunition got hit and there's basically nothing left, and there's, well, this is a picture of a Jagdtiger that got blown up. Well, where is it? Fun little detail then. We are seeing upgun shams. Nice to see, though. Might also be an idea to get it repaired. And again, demo charges. I mean, you have the resources for it. Why not? And the artillery once more fires. And the Nebelwerfer once more under fire. Actually, some of the shrubbery absorbs the fire. Quite fortunate. I can't remember if it's Veterancy 1 or Veterancy 2, but there's one of those which actually makes the Nebelwerfer move a bit faster. That's certainly also a reason to, get some Veterancy for it. It gets a bit easier to avoid counter-artillery battery fire. Anti-tank gun though getting charged by the Grenadiers. And more Grenadiers and some MP40 equipped False Grenadiers. It looks like a push is getting prepared. Running into sniper fire and the Sturmgeschütz. Even an MG42. Tank destroyers not moving in, though. Slight detail there. Although Calliope Barrage is getting prepared. Further fighting here in the center. M10 in trouble. Grenadiers and False Grenadiers moving in. Riflemen counter-attacking. And a Flak 88 has been prepared for Notakatomo. The 17th SS Flak Abteilung apparently having some Flak 88s. Sherman though needs to get out of there. Could it be he was actually trying to lay down a demo charge there? And now moving in the tank destroyers, but oh my goodness, Luckystilet is really added in with the MGs really making things hard for the anti-tank gun, and a firestorm gets called in just to get that anti-tank gun. Unbelievable. Tank destroyers though need to keep moving. Do not stop up in front of Sturmgeschütz. Never stop up. In our pack moving in. This is going to end up badly for the tank destroyers. TehKidderist needs to get off Allied War Machine on. And he just makes it. Oh dear, that was close.
Enemy unit.
Oh dear, there we go. Out of control. And gone. For all eternity.
Logistics claims they can support rapid deployment.
Notakatomo's infantry has actually been pushed back. Probably some heavy artillery fire doing it. BNI left behind again. You might want to consider training some more infantry, perhaps getting a Panzer Command. I mean, that would be very nice to see from both Axis players. Something a bit, heavier than Grenadiers. Perhaps some Knights Cross, perhaps some Panzer Force or a Panther. And a final attempt at breaking through, of course, just using those Sturmgeschütz slightly more offensively. And so far, they're just sort of, laying back and taking a bit easy. More artillery. A Stuka Sufus. My goodness, Notakatomo, you're being cheeky. Although still not bothered with the Panzer Command, I suppose. And so far, it misses. That didn't quite work out well. Also, fun fact, the Panzerfaust was, in the later stages of war, also sort of, ironically or sardonically, called the Stuka Sufus. German troops had a bit of a black sort of humor. Quite entertaining, actually. And now Notakatomo's laying down fresh barbed wire. Riflemen though moving in. Still no tank types though. Riflemen charging through, attacking the Flak 88 position. And Rage's defensive artillery gets called in. Rifleman gets stopped. Oh dear. A desperate attempt by Notakatomo to defend his Flak 88, which has been decrewed. And another push from TehKidderist through the center. It's absolute chaos. Smoke allowing for them to basically charge through their veterancy free from the Sturmgeschütz though, but still great use of smoke cover. Just sad he didn't actually get to stop the MG42 with it. Still, it was a valiant effort. Too bad it wasn't enough. Though it did save him actually to get out of there safely. And now a Sherman moves in through the gap, but a pack fires away. Flag 88 still there. He might have wanted to actually use the Sherman against the Stuka and then secure the Flag 88, which is now getting pounded by more artillery. Tank destroyer moving in. Helpinghans flanking the anti-tank gun. This could be it. This could be the point where the Flag 88 gets secured for Uncle Sam. Tank destroyers moving out. Stuk almost down. No, it doesn't get knocked out. In fact, Grenadiers and more Sturmgeschütz moving in. And the Stuk goes down by 22 for the tank destroyer. Sherman though destroyed engine after it secured 15 kills against Krauts. Not good at all. More Stuks moving in towards the north. This is, oh dear, quickly backfiring on the Allies. Tank destroyers in trouble. Range is getting forced off. More Nebelwerfer fire. Tank destroyer trying to get out of there. Crushing Volksgrenadiers beneath the treads. Oh no, Notakatomo, you lost your Volksgrenadiers. And the sniper was also close to getting run over. That would have been a rather unfortunate traffic accident. And the Grenadiers now, oh dear. Flag 88 though has been swiftly recruited by some heroic Grenadiers. And another Another, oh no, I've forgotten. Allied war machine gets used, and the tank destroyers get knocked out, but not before being swiftly replaced once more to allow the 4th Armored Division once more to push in towards against the 17th, who are doing a bit better now. Although they are taking some losses still. The road, a bit of a bonfire with Stuks, Shermans, tank destroyers and everything else. Robin running into lots of suppressive fire from the Sturmgeschütz. And another Stuk gets ready. He's really going heavily for the Stuks, not so much on the infantry though. Would have been nice, and he's also got a arseload of munitions. I'm not entirely sure whether to describe in particular since he has that, but he's not really using it. I mean, he's been calling in a lot more firestorms, for example. Of course, you could also decide to perhaps get a V1, then basically charge at the Allied base and try to do as much damage that way. More artillery against the German positions. Stu gets a tank destroyer, and it's actually, let's go look at Notakatomo. Oh my goodness, looks like a firestorm actually took out an engineer team. Could be taking out more. Yes, indeed, a mortar team gets singed. And oh dear, the half track is too far forward. Flak 2. Flak Veterancy 2 actually. Grenadiers moving in. And he's just firing at the ground with his Flak 88. What is he doing? I'm not entirely sure. But the rifle, oh dear, the Flak 88 went down.
We have lost a unit.
And the grenadier team gets squished beneath the treads of a tank destroyer. Rather than they do get pushed away from the north. South is still in the hands of Luckystilet, now pushing forwards with his SS Grenadiers. Central victory point though still in the hands of the Allies, though they are not doing well. Down to 50 victory points.
The enemy has 50 points.
Pushing through in the south. Stuks and dire need repairs. The Panzerabteilung of the 17th has been quite beaten. Rangers now joining in from Helpinghans to lend a helping hand. And moving in towards the north as well. Still no fresh Shermans though. Would like to see another Sherman. And these Grenadiers are in a lot of trouble. They need to get out of there. Rückzug, Männer. Moving closer though, moving closer, and we could even see a rocket barrage come in from Notakatomo if they so decide. They could really do a lot of damage to the TehKidderist base if they even just sort of snuck somewhat close. I mean, basically take up position here, get good line of sight, and then call in as much artillery as you'd like to believe. It's not possible. The half track though doing quite a bit of damage. Nebula hiding behind the bank. More artillery from Helpinghans artillery, who has gained veterancy 2. I think that Calliope getting sent forward was a bit of a misclick. I don't think he intended to run into a Stug, but a Sturmgeschütz. Sherman getting run down. There we go. Artillery moving in, taking the northern points. Engineers still running into a problem, pushing through in the north. Rangers leading the way, flanking the MG42 though at low health, and Sniper. Come on, shoot the Rangers. You haven't got a better chance at hitting them. But no, the MG42 actually gets forced away. Sturmgeschütz moving in. Grenadiers quickly counter-attacking to secure the cemetery. More Rangers moving in. And of course, armored skirts still protect against bazookas. They're going to have a harder time against that. And more Rangers from Helpinghans. I mean, a Sherman would also been a nice thing. Oh dear, running slightly under the treads of this Stug, seeing candy. More Calliope fire. Again, I think this cemetery has been desecrated at this stage of the war. Rangers moving in from the south could get off some sticky bombs, and he's trying to disable the Stug. And will they succeed? Yes, indeed. Damaged engine. Bazookas and the Cyber still not having any luck in penetrating the damn thing. The Stug sort of just continues firing at the Rangers as they advance. With its machine gun mounted. Gets one, in fact. Gets some more. Slightly pulls away. The other one in less good condition. And looks like another push is going on towards the south. Munitions being tried to be secured with the TehKidderist. Enable of fire raking. And oh my goodness, they're right in line of sight of the central base. Oh no, they're going straight for the anti-tank gun. And we are seeing a rocket barrage getting called in. A rocket barrage. And oh my goodness, the riflemen are going to have to retreat right through it. Oh, the inhumanity. And a V1. And a V1 rocket. And he had... Oh, bugger me. That's gore everywhere. Dead people. Well, the remains of dead people. Oh dear, although it might have been better to sort of spread it out a bit. I think they got a bit too overeager there. Still, that did quite a bit of damage to rifleman team down. But in vengeance, the Pershing arrives. And the Axes are actually in a bit of problem. Unless, of course, they can manage to muster enough Stooks at the same spot. They're actually going to have a bit of problem dealing with the Pershing. Opens up, gets off a good shot. Doing quite a bit of damage to the Stook. And continues the hunt. Pieces of armored skirts flying off. Anti-tank guns covering the north. Very few victory points left. And looks like some artillery secured that victory point, in a sense. Same happening in the center though. That's Allied infantry secured something there. Tank destroyers and the Pershing continue their hunt for Krauts. But the Allies do need to desperately secure some points. It's actually time to return to TehKidderist. His armored excursion continuing right into the lair of the 17th. Oh dear. Going straight for the repair bunker. That could prove to be beneficial. While they're just causing a bit of havoc, a bit of mayhem. Stooks pulling back, strong push. Lots of riflemen and forces of Helpinghans being pushed away though. Stooks arriving though, they could be surrounding the Pershing. Oh, we are seeing field repairs, that's going to help a bit. Pioneers down. Tank destroyer doing something, I'm not entirely sure what. More repair bunkers have actually gone up for Luckystilet. Tank destroyer though might not make it, probably won't, until we're raking the center. Was that a forced retreat?
Enemy unit down.
And the Pershing continues its hunt for the Sturmgeschütz. Having caused quite a bit of havoc in the lines of the 17th SS, who are not quite prepared. They don't have anything that could sort of directly stand up against it, unless of course they sort of bunch it all together. One Stook goes down to the Calliope. The other one still runs, drives. The others could be pulled in, but they aren't quite getting pulled in to do that duty. Will it ever happen?
Germans are seizing territory.
Looks like it, looks like it. Pershing is actually running away. 17 points left for the Americans. Grenadiers in the center coming under quite a bit of fire. Grenades getting lobbed. Grenadiers taking heavy losses as they are forced away. Pushing through in the north as well. Pioneers. MG gunners, I imagine. And a sniper desperately holding that point. As the Allies try to cover through. GG from Notakatomo. Perhaps feels a bit bold that they have one thing, so perhaps they're feeling they've lost, who knows. But let's speed this up a bit.
Enemy unit down.
And further fighting here, but looks like the Allies have not given up. They are managing to actually hold 2 points. Right from them getting torn to bits. Tank destroyer ready. Again, more tank destroyers, more Pershings, but no Shermans. The Shermans always seem to get left behind. Flak 88 though is in trouble, getting grenaded. And if the riflemen secure, yes indeed they do secure it.
Enemy unit down.
And there's a, oh dear, there's a, oh no, it's cool right in front of it. They're all vulnerable. Oh no, Notakatomo's artillery park is exposed. And he's not even aware. Oh no. It's too late for you. Wait, apparently it's not. Apparently the American gunners can't hit
Enemy unit down.
to save their lives. And now the pack is doing its best to annihilate the anti-tank, anti-aircraft gun. There we go. Rather now securing that. In fact, they are holding all 30 points with 6 points left. My goodness. Tank destroyer moving in. This area getting simply scorched off. More artillery fire. And looks... Oh my goodness. This is madness. He's just sort of lined them up, which actually makes them an easy target for artillery. Right now, we're seeing congestion. And this could actually work out to the benefit of TehKidderist if he manages to use it, because then again he can use sort of their lots of numbers, but they don't quite have the strength against the Pershing. Yes, indeed, looks like it. The Stooks have actually taken quite a bit of damage, being clumped up from all that artillery. Main gun destroyed. And Stook goes down. In fact, several Stooks go down. Artillery getting called in. Registered defensive. 6 victory points left. More registered artillery. Americans still uprushing in to secure. Moving into flank. And the MG, it can't decide who to hit. It goes for the closest target, but the Rangers are securing the central victory point again. Riflemen flanking in. Grenadiers are forced away. This is absolutely brutal fighting in the streets of Lorraine, or well, what remains of the streets of Lorraine. There's not much left. Most of the stuff has been blown to bits. A convoy of half-tracks pulling out. More calliope fire, absolutely devastating and churning up the streets. Sniper fire.
Going after one of our munitions points.
All sorts of fire. 6 points left. Pershing in bit of a need of repairs. Helpinghans in bit of a need of some Shermans. At least in my personal opinion. Rangers hiding behind the wreck of a Stook. Artillery getting called in. The Sturmgeschütz, which can't really move out of it because again, clustered up. Small single road. There we go. You do manage right into the lines of enemy fire. And looks like actually it turns out to be a trap for the tank destroyer. Stooks on all sides. Unless the Pershing can arrive. And in fact it does.
Enemy unit down.
Riflemen breaking through here at the lines. Oh no, the medic banner is actually still up. Wonder how many grenadiers have been secured from that. Naval rifle goes down. Sticky bomb code got off on the half track, which is veterancy free. Which actually increases damage amongst other things. But also sort of the artillery bit at least also decreases cooldown, meaning of course you can fire faster. More grenadiers ready. Lots of artillery raking the ground. Still no attempt really at heavy armor. Actually, never mind. Koenigsieger has arrived for Luckystilet.
Casualties being reported.
I think apparently been able to secure that somehow. And the medic station is actually up from Helpinghans right here in the center as well. Impressive. He might actually have gotten some units back from that, but I simply missed it. That's not good.
Enemy unit down.
Lots of fighting, lots of bleeding. King Tiger charge. Wobbling in. At least you can say a King Tiger charges. It's a bit too slow for that. It always was. That's sort of the main problem. And the Yak Tiger was even bloody slower. And it was also slow to reload because it sort of had the size of the shell actually meant it sort of had to be in 2 bits. The actual shell and then the propellant. That was also the sort of problem with the IS-2 and 3. 2 large shells, too much propellant and all that.
Enemy unit down.
And there we go. Sturmgeschütz down. Veterans 1 for the Pershing, although it might not make it. Barely any points left for the Allies though. Barely. Barely, but they manage. They manage. Oh, bugger. 3 points left. 3 points. 3 points, I mean. Yes, very manly. Rangers charging in, though. King Tiger protecting. Misses, though. Too much light cover, making it a bit harder to hit those Rangers. Always thought this can be a bit obscene with all the light cover in a later game. There's enough artillery. And the rifle team is actually reformed. Actually reformed. Bugger me. And now an assault going on in the south as well. Sturmgeschütz simply cannot get off enough fire against all these riflemen. They're simply getting swarmed by hordes of riflemen. Pershing though is down. TehKidderist might get another one. He might not also.
Never surrender.
But all victory points are currently in the hands of the Americans of the 4th Armored Division. The 17th pushing forwards, but remains with all the Stooks they've lost, with a King Tiger to lead. And Grenadiers moving into the north. Might try to flank a heavy machine gun. The machine gun quickly packs up though. And Riflemen are there to assist.
Has 100 points and
Lovely.
down.
More and more fighting, more and more dying. Lots of Calliopes and a fresh Pershing. And there we go, moving towards the center with the Grenadiers, though they could get sniped. Never mind, the sniper got blasted by artillery. He did not survive. Grenading the Grenadiers. And the Pioneers Riflemen moving in, out. Oh dear. This is not looking good. Sturmgeschütz charging in by getting hit by heavy anti-tank gun fire. Riflemen also nearby. Armor-piercing rounds probably being used. And they can't quite seem to knock out the anti-tank gun. Sticky bomb. Main gun destroyed. And the Stoop goes down, leaving behind only one to face off against this. Sensor not doing too well either. And again, going for the victory points. Going for the victory points. Could this be the it? Could this be the end? The end, my friend. And going in once more. A flamethrower half-track is actually arrived. Notakatomo getting absolutely bonkers. Oh dear, will they be able to secure the victory point? Will they? Will they?
Enemy unit down.
They need to if they want to make it. GG. GG, no.
Germany.
And the 4th Armored Division barely does not make it. They were so close, but sadly, some slight unfortunate strategic snacks did mean victory for the 17th SS, although I suppose you would look at the larger picture. The losses the 17th had lost, Kassavet probably would make them very combat efficient afterwards. I mean, they lost an arseload of Sturmgeschütz. But of course, I mean, what can we learn from this? I mean, the main problem here really for the Allies again was to sort of basically allowing their opponents to sort of defend in one place only. They didn't really try enough here. No, demo charges again would have been great. Would have allowed a real good breakthrough up here. And again, would have spread out the Axis defenders when they were weak. Instead, they sort of gave them time to get a breather and then counter-attack in a slow, terrible manner. And they, at that stage, things just weren't looking too good. I mean, that was rather the main issue. Of course, also, be careful with this sort of support approach and other bits. But there we go. I mean, really, the main problem again was this sort of lack of strategic mobility, not really attacking through the north or trying to break through again, thus spreading out the Axis. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe and tell your friends. And if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own? This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.